like so. And I'm gonna loosen this up, these two, because you set this up exactly how you did your chain stated dropout fixture, how you move this back and forth to get your width correct. So I'm gonna set that up kind of early. I like to loosen these if things don't look like they're fitting correctly, and these are definitely not fitting correctly. Now they'll rotate into place. There we go. I will grab a scale to measure my, what did I say, 404.
The distance between the rear of the bottom bracket?
The center of the axle to the back of the BB.
Yeah.
Yep. And I said 404. I already have a mark there. Let's see if that's accurate. Sure is. Dang, I'm just going to keep that mark. And at that mark, I want 68 minus 5 on each side, so 58. So set these really cheap vernier calipers to 58. And that's pretty much where I want this. Almost. That's pretty much where I want this. So what I'm doing now is just eyeballing those feet that I moved. And I want to make sure that they're centered. Or symmetric, I should say.
Well, this definitely looks like something you wouldn't want to screw up.
You don't want to screw up any part of this process. You mean there's something that you've seen so far that you're like, man, I can screw that up.
If you have your rear wheels,
depends on who's going to be riding it, whether you like that person or not.
well, I would rather screw up my fork than my frame. Fork's easier to get a hold of.
Whoa, that's the exact opposite.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Don't mess up your fork, man. Look what happens when your fork fails.
Yeah.
Yeah, your face fails.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Your face is on the ground and your hands are still on the handlebars.
Or if you're riding your sister's old 10-speed and the wheel wasn't fastened properly and you're 9 years old, you can't touch the ground.
Sounds like that happened to you.
Yeah,
You only make that mistake one time.
Yes, I did. I didn't lose any teeth, nothing.
Wow.
Had a big old scratch down my elbows.
My oldest brother was weird. We had this two, sidewalks have the blocks, the squares.
Yeah.
For expansion and all that. Well, 2 chunks had been taken out, and so he was hijacking. He was bunny hopping them all. And we all were like, it was just something that we did. It was on the way home from school, and his bike had definitely been through the ringer. And this time he was, I think he was trying to go from, so it was the sidewalk, the 2 sections of the sidewalk were missing, and then there was like 3 squares that were that were continuing, and then the end of the curve in the road. Yeah. And I think he was trying to get to the road.
Oh, nice.
And so he was hauling ass, and he lifts up, and the front end separated from the frame. So at the head tube, both the top tube and the bottom, or the down tube, came apart. And so he was in the air like this with the handlebars, the head tube, and the wheel up like that. And it was so funny.
That's awesome. You got to see that.
Second oldest brother and I, we were just in tears. But I felt so bad because he was hurt. Like he hit the ground. He got himself tucked at least.
Yeah.
Which is saying something because he was so sprawled out. But yeah, he jacked up his chin and his elbows.
If you don't own a horizontal mill, is this something you can do with files and?
It is, yeah.
Okay, good.
It's nothing that we do here you can't do with files. Obviously, bikes have been built for a long time, but it's going to be a lot more time sensitive or time consuming.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're going to want to go slowly because this is one of those things that if you take off too much, it might destroy the frame. Not
Exactly,
destroy,
yeah.
Make it not workable or serviceable.
Yeah.
That's a better way to say it. Okay, so I've got this set up so that I've got my center backs to the back of VB and at the width, and then I set the length here the same way, only I use the scale to put on the back of the hole saw, which is acting like my VB, and I go back to 404. Last thing I need to do is set that offset that we talked about. So right now it's hitting pretty much above. I'm going to go down to where it's tangent, just something about there. So if you guys want to take a look at that.
And you would drill it like that?
That's the way I'm going to do it.
Huh. So you're welding the chain stays into like the bottom of the bottom bracket?
Yeah, I'm going to braze
Yeah.
them in like that.
Yeah, wow.
Psyching you out.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, any questions here?
Nope.
You flip that switch. Okay. Ooh, way too slow. Oh yeah, we were swatting. There you go. Okay, so I want to stop cutting this one before the hole saw cuts it off, because I don't want that chip to either get caught in the hole saw in this tube or in this tube, right? So we always want to, this is one where you definitely don't want to make that mistake. Yeah, that just hit. That hit you in the glasses?
Yeah.
That was that sound?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought that noise was his camera. Did you not have glasses on?
I didn't, I not.
Thank you.
Exactly. Like you said, whenever someone's using the,
I thought it went pew and hit that,
Yeah.
but it went that way.
Yeah, it went straight off. Boom, right here.
Wow. There's another one. Shut that off.
Can't imagine doing that by hand.
No, it's not a phone line. All right, any questions?